Alrighty guys, just before the video starts, there's a ton of codes that I need to get my hands on. I've already submitted one of them. I'll be doing the tier list tomorrow, and then I'm one boss fight away from completing it on hard mode, and then I'll go over the way I kind of handled the workshop in light on hard mode, of course. So I'm nearly there. Just need to, I'll get there. But anyway, yeah, if you guys do need any of the code, you're more than welcome to support your boy. When it comes to the deluxe pass giveaways that I will be picking winners for, I'll probably do that tomorrow or Saturday. So if you're a supporter of mine and you want to try your luck to get yourself into the giveaways and win, yeah, so you still got a chance. Again, I'll be picking the winners either tomorrow or the day after, so there's that. But yeah, appreciate the support. Alrighty guys, so we are back at it with some more KANAE. Well, also on the new boss fight, because why not? So obviously with the Ant Queen, she's the new guild boss. Not only that, obviously it's the second part of the Jeju Island boss that we have to come together and defeat. And yeah, KANAE is being advised as to be a DPS hunter, that in a situation where we just kind of need that raw consistency, high amount of damage, she's the one to take, right, from what we have been informed in. And it's fair to say, and I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want to give her the #1 spot for that. I mean, like I said, right, we've all experienced Amemiya when she first initially came out, and obviously going furthermore into using her, we kind of saw that, yeah, she's kind of like the #1 character when it comes to, you know, doing the skills and the ultimate, the skills reset. It had that consistency of just non-stop damage, and her damage was quite, it was high up there. And KANAE has just come along and said, yeah, I mean, I taught her that, but the key thing is that with myself, well, let's just say she is just spamming away her attack, whether it be her regular attack, her skills being involved, the ultimate, the core attack being at the ready, the enhanced skills popping off. It's just like she doesn't stop. And for a DPS character to do that in a situation where we just need raw damage and a high consistent amount of damage, yeah, kind of want to give her the #1 spot in that perspective. But anyway, decided to do a quick little guild run. Didn't change anything, left it as is. I just threw KANAE in there with Azo, of course, put them on the same team. The only different changes that I made with this was I gave myself the blessing set. I kind of reverted back to one of the old strats where I buff up the DPS that we're on the team with, and just kind of want to push for that, of course, just to kind of see what I can do for KANAE. But everything else about the team setup was I just left it alone. I didn't bother changing anything, of course. So yeah, it's nothing too crazy. It's just more on the line to see what KANAE can do with just not a good setup, to be fair. On top of that, I'm still in the process of getting her correct stat in terms of critical hit damage, critical hit rate, since if you've seen the last video that I did, I decided to opt out to push more for her defense pen, kind of forcefully push it onto her. Not the best of ideas, but yeah, so there's still a lot of improvements to be made on my KANAE, but she's doing good. 280k power levels, that's kind of where we're at right now. And so with the first quick game that I just wanted to see, yeah, I was impressed. Amemiya and KANAE working together to be at the top. So in a situation like this now, yeah, KANAE is kind of like the top dog now. So I decided to go, right, let me do it by element, and then obviously with Amemiya, I'll give her that breaker support that we can drop the defense, just kind of play it as that. Still keeping the blessing set on for myself to push more for KANAE, of course. Now, apologies, I'm not starting the video from the very beginning. There was every time I go into guild boss fight, there's always a chunk of lag, and then it goes in. It's super annoying, so I just kind of skipped it a little bit ahead of that. But anyway, so yeah, now we've got the full fire element team in action. Obviously, with where I've got my fire element team, they are maxed, of course. One thing which I will say, you know, even if you can make it so that they've all got their A4, that's your whole fire element team buffing up, of course. Again, with KANAE not being that defense penetration, or within that meta specifically, it doesn't take away of how great of a character that she is, of course. I mean, in a situation where if that's what we needed, then we can resort to using Shoyun, of course. So it doesn't kind of make it so that, oh, now that KANAE is here, see you later, Suyun. You're done for. You're replaced. That is not the case. That is not the case. They've given us a character that is for the meta for the fire element, and then they decided to be like, you know what? Let's just drop the best DPS goddess in the goddamn game, and KANAE is here. And so in scenarios like such as like this, she is taking the reins. She is taking the reins. In situations like the Workshop Brilliant Light, you can still do it with KANAE, but Suyun will be more in favor in terms of that defense pen to make it easier for you to actually get that W, since the enemy does a high amount of defense on the Workshop Brilliant Light. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of mashing, to be fair. And if you're wondering who's draining all that HP away, it is KANAE. She's doing all that damage. Obviously she doesn't stop, that's the thing. And then with me running the blessing set and being a support type player right now, it kind of, yeah, I'm not really doing anything for against these small lands, to be fair. I'm just utilizing that time to build up my mana, of course. But yeah, once again, I will say this, like, these are blind runs. That's another thing I need to mention. I haven't really caught on to the rhythm of this Ant Queen. I literally just threw I literally threw KANAE in here, did a little bit of changes to teams here and there for the second one, which is this run, of course, and I just ran with it. Honestly, this is just to see the potential of KANAE. Again, she's not built up correctly, but this alone just gives me enough information to be like, yeah, number one DPS goddess. There's nothing more to say. There's nothing more to say. So yeah, KANAE she is just draining the HP. Are you seeing this? She's draining it, bro. This is KANAE who's draining this HP bar. It is insane. Oh my god. I kind of want to see what like a fully maxed out KANAE is like a 330k power level. Oh my god. That's like a Giga Whale type KANAE right there. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I know that I've seen one or two KANAEs do like 13, 14 mil. Oh, it's stupid. And so with the second run that I did, yeah, it was KANAE who kind of hard carried for the team. I think she did like 3-4 mil. What'd she do? Yeah, 3.3. Yeah, so that's not too bad. Again, with the little amount of investment and changes that I've done, I'm happy. This just tells me that, you know, once everything is squared away, all leveled up, etc. Yeah, we're gonna shoot for some high scores, high numbers. But again, 2 initial runs, just kind of wanted to see where we're at with this guild boss fight, and the points accumulation and whatnot. Obviously, the difficulty between this and the dragon, or the wyvern, call it what you will, and the ant queen, I will say is a lot more easier. And in terms of garnering more damage, sorry, more points and whatnot, I don't know if it's because of I've got KANAE, but I think that is the case. I think KANAE really is hard carrying right now. So in a situation where you need raw damage, ladies and gentlemen, KANAE. She's number one. Number one. Remember, remember how people were praising Amamiya? Like she's the number one? She's the number 2 now. KANAE is number 1.